I'm Lisa Bullen, and I'd love for you to join me today in a gentle or all levels Kripalu inspired yoga class. And it doesn't require any experience, any level of experience is welcome to join me. First, we're going to find a comfortable seat. So please use a cushion if that helps you to be more comfortable down on the floor. If you'd rather sit in a chair, that's also an option. Cross-legged or maybe soles of feet together. You could even have your legs out straight if that felt better. Finding that comfortable seat so that we can lengthen the spine. So let's bring the crown of the head skyward and the sitting bones down into the ground, into the mat or cushion. Just finding some roots there, and we'll settle into our space and take a deep cleansing breath in. So big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth with a sigh. Let's do that one more time. Big breath in through the nose, out with a sigh. Nice. And then begin to bring your attention inward. If it's comfortable for you to close your eyes completely, that will help you to be less distracted by anything around you. If you're doing a home practice, we all know that that can be challenging sometimes to get a space within our homes where we're not being interrupted or hearing noises in the background. So just noticing whatever sounds that you do hear and letting them go. Letting them just fade into the background. Bringing your attention inward, notice physically how you're feeling today. Hands can come together in what we call the Anjali Mudra or Namaskar at the heart center. And start to draw the breath in and out deeply through the nose. Each breath that comes in is just a little bit deeper than the one before. Honoring and appreciating yourself for taking some time for self-care today. It's so important to practice self-care, to reduce stress or anxiety if you're feeling that. And to flood the body with prana or life force energy. So we're adding to our prana reserves that get depleted with our day-to-day living and stress and anxiety. And we want to just replenish some of the prana today with our practice. So as you go inward with your attention and notice physically how you're feeling, notice mentally and emotionally what you bring with you to the practice today. And you might choose to set an intention for your practice. That is optional. Putting something out there in your mind's eye that you'd like to take away from your practice today. Continue to lengthen up through the crown and down into the sitting bones, creating space between the vertebrae. Let the shoulders soften back and down as you lift the sternum up to meet the thumbs. Continue that nice deep breath in and out through your nose only. Enjoy your breath. Appreciate it. Our nervous systems can be in overdrive for various reasons, and the breath is a very excellent tool to calm the nervous system, bring in energy to the body, and cleanse the body. Strengthens the immune system, the respiratory system. So gathering that breath in and out, you can let your hands rest on your knees or thighs if that's more comfortable as you continue to breathe. The breath coming in and out so that you feel rise and fall of belly, ribs, and chest. There's a little pause at the top of the inhale, and then letting all the breath go, completely exhaling the breath, emptying the lungs. A few more rounds of nice deep breaths in and out. Taking your time, there's no hurry, no rush, nowhere to be. You've carved out this time for yourself to take care of your body, take care of your mind. One more deep breath in and out. And then begin to open your eyes once again. Take another cleansing breath. So inhale through the nose. Sigh it through the mouth. Good. And just the right shoulder. Up, back, and down. Breathe in as you bring the shoulder up and exhale as you roll it back and down. You can have your eyes open or closed, whatever is more comfortable for you. Stopping and going in the opposite direction. Just going to wake up the joints of the body, as we always do before we begin our postures. And then letting that come to stillness. Left shoulder sweeps up, back, and down. Taking your time. Big breaths in, big breaths out. Stopping and reversing direction. Back to front. And then bringing that to still, bringing the palms open by your side. We'll do a few sun breaths to start to warm up the body just a bit. Inhale, lengthen out of the waist. The palms can touch or not. Exhale, tuck the chin as your hands come back by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, lower. Tuck the chin, all the breath out. Tuck the belly as you're exhaling the breath. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, lower. And this time, bring your arms up, lace the fingers, turn the palms to face the sky, and either look up or straight ahead, rocking the body side to side. Whatever feels better for your neck, root those sitting bones down. Notice the parts of the body that are touching the ground, rooting them. The ankles, feet, sitting bones, parts of the thighs. Come back to center on the inhale. Separate the hands, bring them behind your back. Lacing them, squeeze back the shoulders as you lift the sternum up, lift the chin and the gaze. Big inhales and exhales as you start to rock the body, leaning in and lifting up the arms as you rock it out a bit side to side. Just notice how that feels in your shoulders today. You can make this as gentle as you like. You can skip whatever doesn't feel right for you and just breathe with us. If you need to stop and rest, listen to your body, listen to the messages. Hands to the knees or thighs, take a deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Right hand plants down beside you. Left arm sweeps over the ear. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale and reach over the opposite side. And in your own timing, just coming back and forth, side to side. You can go to the palm of the hand, or you could go down onto the forearm if that feels better. If you want a little deeper stretch, you might go right down onto the forearm into the elbow. Reach out through the fingertips. Root the sitting bones. Even if they lift away a bit, keep rooting them down towards the ground. Come back to center, inhale. Take a breath here. Exhale all the breath away. Beautiful. Reach the arms up on an inhale. Take your left hand to your right thigh, left or right arm wrapping. Lift your heart as you inhale. Draw the belly in and exhale. Start to turn your torso and your gaze and your chin over the right shoulder. Every inhale, you're lengthening. Every exhale, you're twisting. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Draw the shoulder blades down the spine. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale there. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Look high. Touch the palms if that feels good, and take the right hand to the left leg. The left arm can tuck behind, or you can put the fingers to the ground if you want for balance. Lengthen as you inhale, twist as you exhale. Gaze over the shoulder, lengthen on your inhale, twist on your exhale. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release. We're going to take the legs and stretch them out. Shake them up and down a bit. Point and flex the feet and roll the ankles. And we're going to take the knees into bent position, feet flat, and give our knees a big hug. Tuck your chin, rock it out just a little side to side. Big breath in and out. As you're ready, release your legs, and we're going to take the feet off to the side and find a tabletop position. For tabletop, your hands are underneath your shoulders, slightly forward of the shoulders. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Really feel the fingertips connect and all the parts of the palm of the hand connecting so that your wrists feel supported. And then take your knees hip distance underneath the hips, pointing the toes back behind you. Cat and dog curls. Tighten up the waist just a little bit. Inhale, arch your back, soften the belly, soften the shoulders, look up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck the belly towards the spine. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round and tuck. Find your own rhythm with your breath. Inhale as you arch, soft shoulders. Exhale as you round and tuck the belly, tuck the chin. Getting that spine moving forward and back. Couple more, just about 2 more, and then we'll meet back at the neutral spine, tabletop position. And take our hands just a little bit forward, about 6 inches forward from where they were. And we're just going to start to circle the hips just a little. There's no wrong way to do this. We're just getting our torso and our hips moving in a clockwise direction. Stopping at center and reversing the direction. Keep breathing. Nice deep breaths. If it bothers your knees, you can always cushion your knees with something, a blanket or a pad if you have it. And then come back to tabletop. So your hands move back to starting position where we were, underneath the shoulders but slightly forward. Let the toes curl under. Lift your hips up with bent knees. Look towards your knees. And just allow the spine to lengthen, rolling the shoulder blades down the back. Don't worry about straightening the legs. Just getting those hips up nice and high, tucking your chin in, pulling in through the navel center, and then coming right up on those tippy top of your toes and taking your knees right back down slowly to the mat. Inhale for cat and dog curls. Inhale, exhale, round the back. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back to your neutral spine. We're going to curl the toes under once again. We're going to return to the down face dog, and you might go a little bit straighter with your legs. You might be able to straighten your legs all the way. There's no wrong way to do it. You're just waking up your hamstrings. So inhale, hips up. Heels go towards the ground. They can root there, or you can walk it out a little bit if you're feeling a little stiff. Keep breathing. Hollowing out the belly, draw the belly button in and up towards the spine. And then up on those toes and balls of the feet, heels nice and high as you look forward and start to lower the knees down slowly. We're going to step the right foot up between the hands. Slide the back knee back a couple of inches, pointing those toes. Rocking forward and back into that front leg. And when you come back with your hips, your front toes might lift up towards the sky. They don't have to. And we're going forward and back. If you need to cushion the knee that's on the ground, use a piece of clothing, blanket, whatever you have handy. And as your hips come back towards that back leg, your toes might come up, your nose comes towards the knee. You don't have to have a straight leg, you don't have to touch your head to your leg. You're just moving with intention, noticing sensation, breathing into that sensation, and then coming back to foot flat and knee above the ankle. The right hand lifts up for a little bit of a twist. Look up at your hand and breathe deeply. Look down, take both hands to that right thigh and lift your torso upright. So your shoulders are back and down and they're lining up over your hips. If you need to pull that front foot in a little bit for stability and balance, you can slide it in maybe a couple of inches. Lift the heart, lengthen the spine. Knee down warrior pose. Turning the palms open beside you, arms long beside your body. Inhale, sweep the arms up. You can have your arms apart. You can steeple the fingers and line your arms up by your ears, whatever works in your shoulders today. Gaze is upward, belly is drawn in. Keep breathing, keep rooting down into the foot, into the knee, and top of your back foot. And maybe a little gentle back bend here. Even if your hands are separated, you can still open the heart and the gaze to the sky and feel that nice opening in the front body. Exhale your hands to the ground, either side of your front foot. Turn the back toes under, straight-legged runner stretch. If that doesn't work in your body, keep the knee down on the ground and do your runner stretch with your knee on the floor. Breathe deeply, look towards your front big toe. Maybe you're coming up on fingertips and lifting the chest up a bit. Squeeze the back thigh. Draw the belly in and up. Gather some core strength. And then lower that back knee down to the ground. We're going to come back upright and bring our hands together at the heart center. This twist is going to be opposite elbow, so left elbow coming across that front knee and thigh. So if that does not work in your body, first we'll do a warm-up twist. We're just going to turn our body towards the bent knee, leaving the hands at the heart center, lifting out of the waist and looking over the right shoulder. Come back to center on an inhale, so you can go to that place if that works better for you. If you want a little deeper twist, your left elbow comes to the outer side of your thigh, and then you're back to that hands pressing together, thumbs pulling towards the heart, elbow lifting, gaze lifting up towards your right elbow. Breathe, full deep breaths. Inhale, come back to center, upright position. Exhale, hands to the ground. Turn the back toes under. Step back for the downward facing dog. Line up your feet so they are hip distance and parallel. And press your heels towards the ground as you draw the belly in and look towards the belly. Full deep breaths. Inhale, lift the heels up nice and high. Exhale, lower slowly to the knees. Step your left foot up between your hands and slide your right knee back a couple of inches, pointing the back toes. Keep the heart light and lifted so you're not collapsing on your thigh. And then start to rock forward and back if it feels okay for your knee. Your hips are shifting forward and shifting back. Your toes might lift on the left foot. They don't have to. Just do what works for you, always. And then the next time we come back to that straight front leg, we're going to fold over that leg a bit. So take a breath in and lengthen. And exhale, fold, tucking your nose towards your knee. Toes can be skyward or your foot can be pointed. Take some full deep breaths here. And then look forward as you inhale. We're going to come into a twist. So the right hand is firmly planted down and the left arm is reaching up. Look up at your hand and breathe deeply. Bring that hand down to the ground. Exhale. Both hands come up onto the thigh. Your spine is upright, shoulders over hips. You might want to pull that front foot in a couple of inches to feel balanced. And we want to roll those shoulder blades back and down. Hands can come down by your side, palms open. Preparing for knee down warrior pose, we're going to inhale, arms up. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Roll the shoulders down, the belly in and up. If you want to steeple the fingers, you can do that. It's a little deeper stretch for the shoulders. And maybe a little slight back bend here if that feels nice to open the front body, gaze above you. And you might have the hands separated as you come into this gentle back bend. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground, either side of your foot, turning the back toes under, squeeze that back leg up into a runner stretch. Lift the heart, be nice and light so you're not collapsing on your front thigh. Be maybe on your fingertips if that works, or maybe you need to make a fist with your hands if your wrists are sensitive. And squeeze and tone that back leg if it works for you to have it lifted. If you'd rather have it down on the floor, keep it down on the floor. Do what works. Lower that knee back down. Point the back toes. Hands come back up onto the thigh. Get nice and upright. Hands to the heart center. Take a deep breath in. Draw in through the belly. And as you exhale, twist towards that bent knee. This can be a beautiful twist for you right here. This can be enough. You're just going to do a warm-up twist. And then come back to center. Inhale. Take a breath in, take a breath out. We're going to come back to that twist. You might come back to the same twist, or you might separate your hands, take your right arm across the bent knee, and then begin to press the palms and lift the heart. Bring the thumbs to the heart, and the elbows and wrists stack over your front knee. Looking up at that elbow. Left elbow is your drishti. Drishti is where the focal point is. Helps you to stay steady and present in your body. And then inhale as you feel ready. Come back up to center. Exhale, hands come down, foot comes back, turn the toes under, downward facing dog. Step your feet forward an inch or so, maybe 2 inches, and parallel the feet as you root the heels. Breathe here as we lengthen the whole back side of the body. We're going to step into a warrior one. If it's better for you to drop your knees down first and then step the right foot forward, you can do it that way. Otherwise, we're going to step the right foot up and turn the back heel down. Once you feel stable, push down into the feet and rise up. Hands come up. You can do this as we did it earlier. Come back to the knee down warrior, or you can have that back leg straight and strong. You can steeple, wide V, narrow V. Take a deep breath here. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands to the waist on your next exhale. And lean forward just a bit. Come onto the back toes and step the back foot up towards the front of your mat. Take a breath in and lengthen. And as you exhale, slide your hands down the fronts of the legs. Ragdoll pose. Your feet are 2 fists apart, about hip distance, straight ahead. You can let the arms dangle and head, or you can grab elbows. Softening the knees, rock it out, just a few breaths here. Release your arms, grab hold of behind the calves or the ankles. Inhale, lengthen the body, flat back. Exhale, fold your body in, grabbing hold of backs of legs or ankles or feet. Tuck the chin, tuck the belly, and breathe. Inhale, lift the heart, look forward. Exhale, step back into a downward facing dog. Look for symmetry with your feet. Hip distance, parallel, spread the fingers nice and wide. Take a big breath in and out. Look forward. On your next inhalation, soften your knees. Step your left foot up between your hands. Turn your right foot flat to the ground. If you need to drop your back knee, you can drop your back knee. Root the feet. Inhale, arms reach. Warrior 1. Virabhadrasana 1. Arm position is your choice. You can steeple. Straightening and strengthening that back leg as best you can. Sinking into the front knee. Drawing the belly in and up. Breathing deeply. Exhale, separate your hands. If they're clasped, bring them to your hips. And step up to come to the front of the mat. Feet are hip distance. And we're going to step the left foot back a little bit wider than that Warrior 1. And we're setting up for Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So if you look at your feet, your heel and your instep are in the same line. And we're going to bend that right knee deeply and stack it over the ankle, squeezing it out towards the baby toe side of the foot. So feel that your knees are pressing away from one another. Your left leg is straight and strong. Bring your arms open, level to the ground. Look over the fingertips and breathe. Full deep breaths. Look at your back arm. See that it's level with the front arm. And try to soften your neck and your shoulders, your jaw. Notice where your mind is. To reverse the warrior, we're going to place the back hand, left hand to the back leg, turn the palm open, and reach up like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And at the same time, you're trying to touch the floor with the back hand. Sink a little deeper in the bent knee if you can. Soften the shoulders back and down. And breathe. Inhale, come back to T position with your arms, Warrior 2. Lean on your thigh, palm up. Reach long through the fingers, look up. If you'd rather wrap that arm at your low back, you could turn the palm open and wrap it and look up over your shoulder. Or you can keep it extended, either straight up or angle it over the ear, turning your nose towards your arm. Roll the tailbone under just a bit. Really root the feet down. As you lengthen, draw the shoulder back. Inhale, press up to Warrior 2. 5 pointed stars. So turning the toes out, both legs straight and strong, arms straight and strong. Lift the heart. Big breath in, big breath out. Bring your arms down. Exhale. Beautiful. Hands to the waist. We're going to turn the feet to the other direction. So Opposite side, left toes turn out, right toes angling in. For warrior two, we're going to bend that knee, but we're taking the knees away from one another, turning the upper body towards the long side of your mat, and then opening out to T position. Looking over the left middle finger and breathing. Full deep breaths. Excuse me, looking over the right middle finger. And then the back hand is pressing to the back leg. The front hand is reaching straight up. You're sinking down into the knee as you reach up and down the leg. Shoulders back, belly in. Feet are rooting down. Breath is steady and strong. Try to flood the body with deep breaths. Coming back to warrior two. Your right arm bends, palm is up, left hand reaches long. You can stay here. You can angle your arm and turn your gaze towards the arm, or you can wrap the arm behind you, turning the palm open, lifting the heart and looking over that shoulder. Breathe steady, strong breath. Sink a little bit in your bent knee if you can. Keep opening it out to the right. And then inhale, press down to come up. 5-pointed star. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. And then step your feet together, your hands together at the heart center. Take a deep breath in and out. Beautiful. We're going to do a balancing posture, hands to the waist. So the feet are hip distance and parallel. And we're going to pick up the right knee. Toes are engaging. So let the knee come as high as is comfortable for you, not higher than your hip. Might be level to the hip or below. Draw in through the belly, shoulders back and down. If you want to hold the leg, you can lace the fingers, pick it up and pull it in. If that's a lot, if it's too much, just lifting the leg with the hands at the waist. Keep breathing. Standing legs super strong. Steady. And then let that foot come down. Exhale. Take a deep breath in and out. You can sigh it out. Root down into the right leg. Right foot is strong and steady. You can pick up the left knee, toes up. You can scoop it up, lacing your fingers around the shin and pick it up and pull it in. Do what works in your body and breathe. Full deep breaths. Beautiful. And then let it go on the exhale. Hands to the heart center. Take a deep breath in and out. Beautiful. We're going to come back to the ragdoll. So if you turn towards the front of the mat, we're going to slowly slide the hands down the body. Let the head dangle and the arms dangle. And you can soften the knees quite a bit here if you're tight. Let everything hang down and take a couple of nice deep breaths here. If it's really not comfortable for you to hang down, you can always bend the knees and sort of use your thighs as a little shelf for your forearms and pick your head up. When you are ready, you're going to come all the way down to sitting. And when you come to sit, we're going to take the soles of the feet together and slide them away from the body just a bit. Have a nice big diamond shape. Hands to the shins, lift the heart, and start to circle. And just to release in your back a little bit from the standing poses. Just a few times in each direction. Stopping and reversing. And coming up to center, coming to stillness. Let's bring the feet in a little bit closer. If they don't come much closer, that's okay. If they come all the way up, that's fine too, wherever you are. We're going to hold either the ankles or the toes, or maybe the fronts of the shins. Extend your spine. Lift the sternum up towards the chin and keeping the chin level to the ground, shoulders back. Draw the navel towards the spine and breathe deeply. Just keep lengthening here as you root the sitting bones down. Root the knees towards the ground as well as the sitting bones. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, tuck your chin and round your spine. Pull your belly towards your spine and your head towards your feet. Baddha Konasana, the bound angle. Your elbows are close to the hip crease or to the waistline. Inhale, rise up slowly to long spine. Exhale there. Beautiful. Slide your feet forward, bring your knees together, give yourself another great big hug and rock it out, picking up the toes and stretching them out. And we're going to turn to the side when you're ready and lie down on your back. So as you're ready to, you're going to lower your body onto your back and bring your arms open to a T position. Feet are flat on the floor. Let your knees rock to one side as you look to the opposite side, just a few times to release and relax the spine and the hips and neck. And then coming back when you're ready to center. Crossing your right ankle in front of your left knee. We're going to gently place our hands to the thighs and gently press the right thigh away till you feel a little stretch in that hip. Breathe into the sensation, shoulders back, neck is long. And then if you feel comfortable doing so, you can cross the legs. So the right leg goes over the top of the left leg. The arms open back to T, and the legs are going to fall to the right and the gaze to the left. If this is a lot on your hips to have your legs crossed, at this point you'll uncross the legs and just have them as straight as you need them to be with the feet and legs stacked. Find your perfect stretch here. The spinal twist, supine spinal twist, is a beautiful way to end the practice and reset the spine. Bring your breath deep to your body. Inhale when you feel ready to center. Exhale, uncross if you're crossed. Feet are parallel and hip distance. Take a deep breath in and out. And then let the left ankle cross in front of the right knee. Figure 4. We're going to place the hands to the thighs and gently press the left thigh away. Shoulders back, belly in. Breathe into that sensation. This side might be very different than the first side. Notice what comes up in your body as you move through your practice. And then as you're ready, let that go and cross the legs. If you already know that's not going to work for you to cross the legs, you can just bring your feet and knees to touch and drop them out to the left side. Arms in a T. If you want them crossed, they'll go to the left and your gaze to the right. You can turn the palms down for this one, for this side, for a little different stretch for the shoulders. Notice where you can soften your hips, your neck, shoulders, anywhere that you might be hanging on to a lot of tension. Let it go. Inhale as you feel ready, head and legs coming back to center, uncrossing if you're crossed. You can hug your knees to your chest here, rock it out. Do any final stretch that your body might be calling for. Maybe you want to put your legs up and tuck your hands underneath your sacrum. This is a hip stand. You can do this to release tension from your legs, and it helps with swelling in the legs. Release veins, varicose veins if you have that. Take a few more nice deep breaths. And then when you feel ready to, setting yourself up for relaxation pose. So for relaxation pose, we traditionally do this on our back. It is a posture. Your feet are straight out on the mat, about the width of the mat. Feet are just flopping open, palms flopping open by your side. Take a deep breath here and sigh the breath away. So if you need a blanket or socks or a sweatshirt, you might gather that. Cushion for under the legs might be a nice way to release tension from into your low back. So do what works. And I'm going to let you get yourself settled in to your posture of relaxation as I come back to sit. And we'll take several minutes here in this posture to absorb the benefits of your practice. So allow the body to sink down and settle in. Let your bones and your joints and your muscles get nice and heavy. Give yourself over to gravity. Let your eyes softly close. If you have an eye cushion that you can place over your eyes, that's even better. It helps to block out light and relax the facial muscles. You could even make one with some rice or flaxseed and an old sock. Just tie it up on the end with an elastic and you have yourself an old-fashioned eye pillow. So allow the body to sink in, the mind to settle. Let the jaw relax and separate. The brow is soft. And we'll just start with the toes. When I name a body part, just bringing that body part to stillness and trying to relax it as best you can. Starting with the toes, bottoms of the feet, ankles, shins and calves, thighs, hips, navel center, chest and heart center, lower spine, upper back, fingers, palms of the hands, lower arms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, collarbones, throat, jaw, tongue, lips, cheeks, tip of your nose, eyelids and eyelashes, eyebrows, forehead, top of your head. Taking in these words from a book called Yoga Heart. And this is called Against the Need to Know. It's difficult to enter the silence that envelops everything. Yet to become truly yourself, you must rebel against the need to know. Meditate and see yourself with diamond eyes, strong, sharp, and clear. Control nothing. Learn each inch of yourself, flesh, bone, blood, joy, desire, despair. Then know others are just the same. What turns your body into light? What turns your life into love? Find it and use it. Use it unabashedly, recklessly, radically, with your total being. Use your life for others. Go on, use it. And then, in place of why, true knowing arises. Just taking in any words that are meaningful for you and letting the rest go. If you'd like to remain in relaxation pose, you can just shut the video and stay as long as you like. If you're ready to come back, start to wiggle the fingers, the toes, deepening the breath, rotating wrists and ankles. You might stretch your arms long overhead. Whatever stretch would feel good in this moment. And we're going to roll over onto your side. You might come into a little tucked position, like a fetal position, and take a few breaths there if it's comfortable. If it's not, just come right to sitting when you're ready. And as you make your way to sit, let your eyes remain closed. That can be difficult sometimes to keep our attention inward. That's part of the practice. Minimize the distractions. And just take a moment to notice the effects of your practice. Reconnect with your intention. And bring your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. This gesture of honor and respect and appreciation and sending out peace to the world, to the community, to someone in particular. You can dedicate your practice in your mind's eye to anyone at all, to any cause at all. Invite gratitude into your heart, something you're feeling grateful for today. Namaste. Thank you for allowing me to guide you. Have a wonderful day.